Yes, this is me, Hudson George, tonight. Now, tonight I'm on a culture mood. Not too much in the political thing right now. Hit a break. To all them, I give those cowards a break, those who want to threaten you and think they bad than you. Anyway, tonight my topic is about rural Grenadian talk for food, the things they used to cook during the pre-strike in Grenada, products to cook for food. So I'm going to use words that Grenadian my age, older than me, and those in the 60s and over know. And maybe some in the late 50s know the word too. From 54, let's say 55 up. And not for the young people today with the pants falling down. Them young boys with the pants falling. And those young girls wearing tights, pulling up. That topic, they could learn from it. Now I'm dealing with Grenada during the strike. I'm going culture tonight. He's a culture man from St. Patrick's. So, from St. Patrick Parish, right? So anyway, tonight I'm going to start giving name for how people survive during the strike and how they used to call food we eat. Now, for example, during the strike, Committee of 22 strike against the government when Grenada was getting independence. So you couldn't get food to buy. Everybody live off the land, but traffickers used to go to Trinidad still. As I said in our life before, we couldn't get bus to go to school. If you have to take bus to go to school, you don't get bus every day. It is said that bus drivers used to mix kerosene and gas to run the bus. I don't know if it's true, right? But I know traffickers used to smuggle grass from Trinidad and come down on them boat to Grenville. I could talk about Grenville, because I used to school in Grenville that time. So maybe that was dangerous too, because if the gas thing and the boat, the Colabonder's boat, was wooden boat. I'm just giving you the thing. Now, the year when Grenada get independence, and let's say pre-independence, because green peas or pigeon peas season starts sometime. Since late November, you could get pigeon peas. If a lot of rain don't fall, you could get peas. So that year, a lot of peas behind Grenada. Grenada had food. I don't know if it's the gods know that we'll have a strike. So what rural Grenadian, because I'm a country book here, I could only talk about country. Right? I don't know about living in the city. I'm a country bookie from the north. So what I'm saying tonight is what we used to eat. For example, I'm going to go to oil down now. Now oil down become a popular name, but when growing up, we used to say more steam down. You steam down. And the oil is in the bottom of the steam down. Nowadays, everybody boiling oil down, right? Avoid that. So anyway, for me, I say steam down still. And people used to cook the warrock and sancoch, right? With fish. I go name them fish later. So now, because flour was scarce, rice was scarce, and even sugar was scarce. And older Grenadians like dumpling. They like to make dumpling hard dumpling to eat, right? I know one village in Grenada, in a village called St. John's in St. Andrews. That's where my mom's family from. My mom was born over there. When I go to St. John, St. Andrew, they used to call dumpling punty. So I guess my cousins and so in St. John, St. Andrews, they couldn't get the dumpling to eat, the punty to eat. Right? So anyway, now around that time, Lord Kitchener had a song called They Looking for Jericho, Jericho do there. They look all in Lopino, Jericho do there. Nobody know where Jericho gone. So somehow during the strike, coconut was called Jericho. The people, they had to eat off the land. Committee of 22 shut down the country. So now breadfruit. But watch, it's a long story, you know. There is name for food. Breadfruit and green fig or green banana, they were called open bat. Right? Right? So you had Jericho, you had open bat. That's what people eat during the strike. You say, and they might say, but looking for Jericho, you know. You don't have to coconut there. So you know, you say, oh, give one. People were eating off the land. Peas, I never see peas and corn like that. Mayok, cassava and all them things, Grenada just had food. So the meal people, rural Grenadian or country bookie like me, Grenadian, what we eat during the strike. We had lots of peas, potato, banana, green fig, plantain, and they make steam down, or oil down, or you want to say now. Your parents make some coach and work. Work and some coach is a kind of oil down too, a kind of steam down too. So that's what people used to eat during the strike. So the reason why I'm doing that live, as we come into independence, how people survived during that period leading up to Grenada independence. And I would say it again, I'm still asking my question, why did they did what they did? Knowing that whether Gary or good or bad, we getting independence. So what are you fighting for? The British don't have a problem in giving Gary independence. So what we close down the country for? Right? So the food people used to eat that time was, you get some anchovy jacks, snook. You get your snook, your anchovy, your whitening, big jacks, small jacks, rung robin, coming from Isle of Roon because from St. Patrick. Isle of Roon had a lot of that. Oh, even pigtail and snout was scarce. So that what people used to eat. So everybody looking for a Jericho. They're looking for open bat. Well, open bat they not to get. The breadfruit, the banana, or green fig. That was open bat. And there was so much green peas, man. The year I eat the most peas in my life. Because we used to plant a lot of peas in a place where we had land in Kubari. We call it Kubari. We used to have a lot of peas. And peas used to give people peas. Because that land making peas. That was the daily meal of Grenadian people up to independence. Because food was scarce. And another thing again, in the country, the most flashlight I see shine was during the strike in Grenada pre-independence because there was no electricity. And then when Gary had his militiamen, what the opposition call secret police. So if Bishop had militia, I have to call Gary on militia too. Sometimes you're sleeping in your bed in the night and you're seeing flashlight flashing through your glass window in your house. So you know they're going up the road and they're going down the road. They got Peggy swim from home to St. Patrick. They go by the dam, they come down. And so, but food wasn't scarce. I eat plenty peas. We used to pick green peas and grate coconut. Put some Jericho in it. Squeeze the juice. And if you get a little piece of saltfish, you're lucky. Or cornfish. You put a little and you cover that flat. It's a kind of flat pot, not a big pot. And you let that consume. Let it go down low. And you eat that. But those days, when they cook a peas soup, sometimes they used to put green fig in it. And those who like dumpling, when they bite the green fig, you get the fig peel in the pot already. Plenty people used to get mad with themselves because when they bite it, it's green fig. It's not dumpling, it's not ponty. So, as we enter in, we coming for independence, my intention is to give stories that lead up to the independence in Grenada. What people eat. So breadfruit was open bat. Green fig or green banana, open bat. Coconut was Jericho. And people had plenty green peas. Pumpkin. Well, you know from Saints Thunder Roll in Grenada. All Saints Night and All Souls Night and Thunder Roll. Yam season begin. So we eat a lot of yam. We plant yam too, and then you go when you go in the interior, in Krong land, way up in the bush in Grenada. We used to call these yam while away or bush yam. And in French patois, totol. So you're getting all these things to eat. People used to, you wanting money, cool and all kind of thing. So people survived during the strike. And as I said in my last life, I saw the guy who broke Nyack supermarket. He come out up in the Lafayette area and he had a kind of thing growing behind his neck here. And the doctor did operating on it a couple times. When he break it, he was accompanied by some police. I think it was 2 police. And the news they were saying, they say, Gary tell them, well, if you're hungry, Committee of 22 shut down the country. If you know what to do, go on, go and look for food. So they break the supermarket. Because the country was shut down. We can't get nothing to buy. But the British is giving Gary independence. Because he had the mandate for independence. Now, this is why I do a little live tonight, you know. You just wake up little things. But in Grenada. And the reason why I'm doing it, as a country bookie, who still we don't get respect in certain quarters. Country bookie, especially the black ones of still they want to treat us like in the days of slavery. Some of them will even try to threaten your life too. Like, you know, something again I want to say. All these guys and them in the south would just stack the crap. And they think they have some privilege. We are not living in the days of the La Grenades. When the militia was in town. So in the days when the La Grenade was militia in town. You don't know you slave in the mountain or if in the village you have two tough guys, and maybe the British scared of them. Maybe they used to, you can take people to the, come in the country and take us to the market square and hang us again. So whether people who doing blogging, I don't care if you're NNP blogger or NDC blogger or podcaster, if you just do it without no political party involved, independent, to my opinion. So if you want to call me NNP, as some of them go say NNP or NDC, I don't care. They won't call me NDC, they will call me NNP. I don't care. Based on what I just say. So people shouldn't be threatening people who doing this work. I mightn't agree with an NDC blogger or advocate who doing broadcast. I might not agree everything what they say, or NNP advocate podcaster, everything they say. But I won't argue with them because I doing my thing too. And mine is not, I might touch Grenada, but not every day. I talk about other things, global politics, culture, different things. So tonight, I'm dealing with Jericho. Everybody is looking for Jericho during the strike. Coconut. Looking for Jericho do they? They never call you home, you know. Any Jericho there, extra coconut to cook. But you know what? I believe during that pre-independence strike in Grenada, everything happened for a reason. Those who are going to school and the Peace Corps and them go back because they lose their school here and so. But I believe this is the year, during that strike, when people couldn't get foreign food to eat, Grenadians eat good local food. We the country bookie. That's the best we ever eat. We eat local good food. When we want to make our steam down or oil down, everybody give a neighbor. A neighbor give a neighbor a Jericho, a coconut. We say, go on my trip to Jericho. Anyway, this is me, Hudson George. I gone till I come again. I'll be back up to February 7th, giving my little thing, you know what I mean? So anyway, I gone